Today we're unpacking a podcast interview that's been making waves, but not necessarily for the reasons Meghan Markle and Kern Lima might hope. From performative emotions and group identity rhetoric to subtle diversion tactics and questionable authenticity, we're breaking down what's really going on behind the polished smiles and carefully crafted words. Stick around. This one's a masterclass in self-branding, disguised as heartfelt conversation. One rhetorical tactic used by celebrities and public figures facing backlash is the use of collective language, or what I call group identity rhetoric. Instead of responding directly to the criticism, they frame it as a broader societal issue, implying that the backlash stems not from their words or actions, but from discomfort with their innate characteristics. This rhetorical move downplays personal responsibility while subtly shifting the blame onto the audience or parts of the audience. By shifting the focus from personal behavior to collective bias, they sidestep accountability while appealing to solidarity and victimhood. Next, we see this deflection as this interview grows increasingly disingenuous.
And now, more of this incredible conversation together. I love so much what you and Gwyneth Paltrow did recently.
Oh, how funny.
Because out there, they love to pit women against each other or compete or this or that. And, you know, we've all seen it. We've all had experience of like that in our own life. And I know that you don't really see almost any of the press, but this thing had been going on.
Well, I didn't see it. She texted me.
Oh, did she?
My gosh.
No, of course, Meghan didn't see it. I mean, it's not like she always knows exactly what's being said about her.
And even on the series that I just did for Netflix, you know, when people are saying, why wouldn't you film this in your own kitchen, at your own house? That's a crew of 80 people.
Yeah.
Would you have 80 people in your house when your kids are coming home from school or for lunch? No.
Of all the criticisms the show has received, the issue of location is the most trivial, and Meghan knows it. That's precisely why she highlights it. It's a calculated deflection. Respond to the safest critique while sidestepping the more serious ones. The excessive smiling gives the impression that Meghan and Jamie hold the upper hand, that they're composed, unbothered, and crucially, that they, the critics, are always in the wrong. Jamie reinforces this by casually lumping all criticism into a vague, faceless they, conveniently oversimplifying any dissent. From the outset, the group identity rhetoric kicks in. Jamie immediately speaks in terms of we, as if representing all women, framing the conversation through a clear us versus them lens. But Jamie needn't worry. Meghan's more than capable of pitting herself against another woman all on her own.
A few days before the wedding, she was upset about something pertaining to, yes, the issue was correct about flower girl dresses. And it made me cry. And it really hurt my feelings.
Okay.
And I've forgiven her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's not let that detail get in the way of Meghan and Jamie's carefully crafted victim narrative.
Pit women against each other or compete or this or that.
Not a single word is said about what Meghan has said or done. No mention of her responsibility in attracting negative attention. Instead, the group identity rhetoric takes center stage. A classic deflection tactic that shifts blame away from individual actions and onto collective identity.
When I was pregnant, all around this same time, concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
However, tactics aside, reality tells a different story. Meghan's own statements and behavior make it difficult for other women to identify with the we Jamie tries to create.
Well, I didn't see it. She texted me.
Oh, did she?
Oh my gosh. She's like, she texted me and she said, oh my gosh, like I did this interview and I can't remember verbatim what she said, but she's like, I give up. I don't even know what to say anymore. And I said, well, I didn't hear about it. Hadn't heard about it at all. And then, because not because people are hiding things from me, but maybe because it's not something that anyone felt needed to be on my radar.
Yeah.
And,
I have to say, I appreciate Meghan felt the need to assure us her team isn't hiding things from her. Or maybe by bringing it up, she's actually worried that they are. I'm just not sure why they'd keep anything from her. I mean, the rebranding efforts are clearly going so well. Meghan presents it as a point of pride that she doesn't read the press or pay attention to media coverage. But in reality, this detail speaks volumes about her mindset. It suggests someone more invested in preserving a carefully crafted self-image than engaging with reality, the reality of how her projects have actually been received. It's not the mindset of someone seeking growth or genuine connection, but of someone focused on controlling the narrative, rather than creating content people actually want to see.
And I said, well, I didn't hear about it, hadn't heard about it at all. And then, because not because
everything from Meghan's exaggerated emphasis,
hadn't heard about it at all,
to her pauses, interjections, and body language strongly suggests she'd heard about it. Overemphasis is a common feature of unreliable denials. It often signals that the speaker finds the topic sensitive and that they're trying a little too hard to convince rather than simply state.
Yeah. And I just texted her back. I was like, I hear there's something about like pie.
So when exactly did Meghan hear about it? Was it before or after she claimed she hadn't heard about it at all?
Hadn't heard about it
Is
at all.
Is Meghan accidentally telling on herself here?
I was so happy when I saw it.
Yeah, I think women were really fired up of like, yes, clap back, enough.
Yes, and also it's because that's who you are.
Yeah,
you're like, you know what I mean, and I loved it. I loved it.
Jamie's hesitation suggests even she isn't sure what she means, which is exactly why she leans on shared knowledge.
You know what I mean? And
it's a rhetorical shortcut. When the message isn't clear, appealing to what we all know invites agreement without explanation.
You know what I mean? And
when you're reaching for something profound to back up your faux positive declarations, but come up empty.
And I loved it. I loved it.
I'm sure Jamie loved it. That must be why she repeats that claim so robotically.
I loved it. I loved it. I was so happy when I saw it.
No doubt. Jamie's upspeak, turning a statement into a question, makes the claim even more unreliable.
Okay. And I've forgiven her, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think women were really fired up of like, yes, clap back, enough.
With her faux empowerment discourse, Meghan quickly and deceptively projects her own situation, the backlash and negative attention she faces, onto all women. In doing so, she parrots the group identity rhetoric Jamie introduced earlier. By reframing the criticism as a gender issue, she deflects, shifting the focus away from her individual actions and onto a broader, less accountable narrative. Isn't it interesting how many women never find themselves pitted against others? How many never face backlash, including the very woman Meghan claimed to have forgiven, yet seemed to criticize all over again?
And it made me cry. And it really hurt my feelings. And I thought in the context of everything else that was going on in those days leading to the wedding, that it didn't make sense to not be just doing what everyone else was doing, which was trying to be supportive, knowing what was going on with my dad and whatnot.
It's almost as if what you say and how you behave actually shapes how people perceive you. How strange.
So Harry said publicly, so much of what Meghan is and how she is so similar to my mom. She has the same compassion. She has the same empathy. She has the same confidence. She has this warmth about her. How do you feel about him sharing that?
It's beautiful. I wish I could have met her.
I'm feeling viscerally so happy.
It's beautiful. I wish I could have met her.
Rarely do you see such an authentic, organic smile, so it's curious that they immediately switch to another topic right afterward. Surely it couldn't be because Meghan doesn't want to linger on this one. I like how both of them act as if Meghan isn't fully aware of exactly what Harry has said. It all feels so convincing and beautiful. This is another classic diversion tactic, one Harry has used repeatedly. First, it lets him reassure himself that the person he married isn't as bad as the media portray. Second, it shifts attention away from Meghan's own words and actions. Instead, people are expected to overlook the very real differences between Meghan's and Diana's circumstances and personalities.
After an event where every single member of the family, senior members of the family had been, including the Queen, and on the front page of the Telegraph, Meghan.
I went, oh my God.
She was like, but it's not my fault. And I said, I know. And my mum felt the same way.
It's another easy way out, leveraging one person's positive image, Diana's, to erase or overshadow another's, Meghan's, negative image. This kind of diversion tactic is used all the time in politics, where comparisons are made to distract from real issues. This also highlights the performative nature of the conversation. Harry could have easily said this to Meghan in private, but we only hear it because it serves as part of a diversion tactic within a larger rebranding effort. And speaking of performative gestures, performing warmth, compassion, and empathy isn't the same as actually being warm, compassionate, and empathetic.
Like, because I know that I'm a great friend. And I know the kind of mom I am, and I know the kind of human being I am, and I know how I show up. And I love being able to be that person.
Because of course, those who are genuinely warm and empathetic just can't stop bragging about it non-stop. Jamie keeps finding new, creative ways to express her happiness. Let's take a look.
I'm feeling viscerally so happy because I feel like people are I feel like they're really here with us in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
You know, there's stuff about you I had no idea. Like, and I think I know a lot.
Yeah.
And I had no idea.
And what exactly is that stuff? Because this entire conversation has been little more than flattery and self-aggrandizing statements. Does Jamie always repeat herself like this when making unreliable claims?
I had no idea. And I had no idea.
Once again, Jamie deliberately confuses intent with reality. People obviously don't feel like they're with Meghan and Jamie in the rocking chairs. The fact that Jamie had to deactivate the comment section, which had over 17,000 negative comments, speaks volumes. By making this claim, Jamie unintentionally reveals the tactic behind why she and Meghan have repeated ad nauseum that they're authentic.
Literally, let's let people who are watching this feel like they're just sitting with us as at your house as we would do. Like, being able to be so authentically myself with someone who knows me in such a deep and profound way.
People who aren't truly authentic have to perform authenticity, but tactics mean nothing without sincerity. When it comes to performing authenticity, we haven't seen anything yet. Brace yourself.
And I had no idea.
But just like the essence of a person, even one of my friends, you know, Marcus, but Marcus will see certain things and he goes, oh, there's my friend.
Yes.
And gets so excited when you can see me reflected in a way that's the me that you know.
Yes.
And so what a gift that is.
Thank you just so.
Yeah, letting me be.
Thank you for letting me be. That's like the best thing a friend could ever say to me.
Oh, well, and you think, even as I said it, I was going, wow, growing up, you would hear people like, just let me be. But with a completely different intention and intonation, I'm like, thank you for letting me be.
You made me cry. Good thing I have no makeup on.
You look so pretty.
Oh my gosh. I don't even, okay, so I have not like done a show in no makeup since my 1,000 QVC shows.
Do you think I have? What are you talking about?
You look exactly the same though.
Oh.
You look exactly the same.
There Jamie goes repeating herself again. I wonder what that might mean.
You look exactly the same though. You look exactly the same.
I love how they go from being emotional to laughing excessively in no time. Their feelings sure seem deep and profound. And Jamie even dries her eyes, though there aren't any tears to dry. Truly, what could possibly be inauthentic about this heartwarming exchange? A nice touch is that Meghan actually takes a moment to reflect on the statements she makes in the moment.
Even as I said it, I was going, wow, growing up, you would hear people like, just let me be.
This totally doesn't make what she says sound deeply calculated and self-serving. Oh no, not at all. Thank you for letting me be is another cleverly disguised diversion tactic. It's a way of framing being allowed to behave however she wants, without interference or judgment, all under the guise of humility. It's Meghan's way of telling people how they should perceive her, much like this.
You can see me reflected in a way that's the me that you know.
Yes.
And
People who struggle to come across as authentic and know it often have the strongest need to convince other people that they're authentic. Ironically, this only highlights their inauthenticity and lack of self-awareness. This helps explain Jamie's unemotional facial expressions while she's supposed to be crying, as well as the constant references to not wearing makeup, despite clear evidence to the contrary.
Good thing I have no makeup on.
Meghan and Jamie's statements don't sound spontaneous either. It's obvious they agreed on them before the show.
And so what a gift that is.
And what a gift this podcast is. The gift that keeps on giving. Talk about unreliable word choice that perfectly echoes the faux spiritual language Jamie used earlier.
And I asked Oprah this when she was on the show, why did you say yes? And she just paused and she said, I felt it was divinely ordered. So why did you say yes to doing this show?
Because it's you.
Meghan also mimics Jamie's body language. Right after Jamie, Meghan dries her eyes. I.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Oh.
You look exactly the same.